Well, Darren, is it just too easy to say a game of two halves out there this afternoon?
Yeah, I know that's the cliche, but it definitely was. We felt we were happy with our first 15 minutes of the game. The crowd were on their feet. We were getting a lot of chances. We were playing in behind their back line. Then I felt like as soon as the first goal went in, which we were bitterly disappointed about, we didn't really recover. And I felt they managed to maintain that momentum and then hit us with another two goals, which we're really disappointed about. But having said that, there was still lots of positives out of the game. Certainly from that second half performance, we spent a lot of time in their half. We created a lot of chances. Obviously, Will Jenkins-Davies, finished with an excellent goal. We should have probably have had two or three others. So overall, disappointed with the defeat because we want to win. But the schedule, all the players are fit. The preparation is still going really well, and we've got to remain positive about the group.
One of the main things, you changed your shape as well at half-time. You think that was a huge beneficiary for your performance second half?
Not really. I think obviously the shape changed helped with the players from their mindset from what they were playing in the first half. But we still caused them problem in the first 15 minutes. It was only up until the goal went in that we felt they put us on the back foot and we didn't recover well from it. We'll look at those goals in where we can improve, which will be really important. But as I said, the first 15 minutes was going so well up until the goal.
You're taking on a National League side full time, but a bit like the Port Vale game, I know it was another defeat, but it feels like fitness level sort of till the end. You finished so strongly, you could have had a couple more as well before the game was out.
Yeah, that's one good thing. The group looked really fit. It looks really strong. They're finishing the game strong. There's a lot of players there that have played 90 minutes today in difficult conditions with the heat. So, loads of things to be positive about, but also we know there's loads of areas that we need to work on.
What's it looking like players-wise? You've got one friendly left. You've had a few trialists sort of in as well. Is there a certain day where you need to make a decision on some players?
Yeah, I think we've got to commit sooner rather than later on the try list because, I didn't want to disrupt the flow of the game today. They were making a lot of changes. We had the momentum in the second half, so I didn't really want any stoppages of play. So I did apologise to the two trialists who've been, very good, but they'll want answers. The loans, I've taken a lot of phone calls, but I don't really want to commit to that because normally the best loans are still currently with their first team and involved in first team pre-season friendly. So I just want to hold tight on that. As I said, we've got every player fit and raring to go. And, from that point of view, from a physical point of view, which is what pre-season's all about, looks very good.
Just a final one, next Saturday, Bristol City. We played a few times in pre-season. They become sort of quite a tricky team to play against. So again, a good test to lead you into the league campaign.
Yeah, I feel, they do play a style and a brand of football, which is quite aggressive. They can be direct, so it'll be as close as what we're going to get to what we feel we need to get out of the game. There's been a fantastic relationship with Bristol City over a number of years, and Brian Tignon's been really good support. So we want to make sure we maintain that, and that will be our last game going into the game on the 9th.
Well, thanks for sharing your post-match thoughts, and we'll see you next week.
Cheers, Mark.
Cheers.